Do people even still film intros anymore? Do people do that kind of thing? I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Ooh. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be showing y'all how I got this look here, which is like my go-to fall kind of makeup look. If y'all want me to, I can do a more detailed, in-depth tutorial about this thing going on right here. Just let me know down below. But I just wanted to come and chat with y'all per usual because I like to talk to y'all now. I'm not shy anymore. Your girl is not shy anymore. I'm not gonna ramble too much because I think I did an intro whenever I didn't have makeup on. So I don't know. Let's get into the video. All right, let me stop being annoying. Okay, let's get into the video and I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it. Just wanted to come today just to do my makeup. I guess I'll do a little fall, a little tease, a little something. But I originally wanted to do this video as like a talk through, get ready with me. But I feel like y'all like when I talk to y'all. So let's talk. So as you can see, I am in a better mood today. Well, right now. Literally just had a breakdown earlier, child, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But I am feeling better right now, so I hope that I am radiating good energy towards all of y'all, because I know my last video was a little, you know, in the feels. So hopefully we are getting some positive vibes here. Let's get started. I kind of wanted to talk about like relationships, sexuality, things of that nature. I'll just go ahead and do my brows using the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer, and this is in the shade Deep Cinnamon. I'll go ahead and speed that up. Let's talk about dating. Or no, yeah, let's talk about dating. Those of you who know me know that I am currently single. If you really know me, aka like my family and my close friends, then you know the situations that I have put myself into before. I feel like at 27, soon to be 28 years old, I am starting to come to the conclusion that relationships probably aren't for me. And I know I'm saying that kind of prematurely because there are people out there who are getting into a long-lasting committed relationships in their 30s and 40s and hell, sometimes 50s, 60s. But at the same time, right now, I'm at a place in my life where I feel that at this very moment, until I do some work on me, relationships aren't for me. Because I have noticed a pattern in literally every single person I have dated, whether it be men or women, and just put it out there in case y'all don't know, but I guess you would call it bisexual. I like both men and women. Ooh, but holla at me. Let me stop playing. I have noticed some commonalities in both sexes when it comes to me in a relationship. And the only common denominator in these relationships, these failed relationships and situationships, is me. It's something about me and the message and the energy that I'm giving off that just tells people, yeah, you could come play with me. Like, you can come, you know, play with my emotions. You can come on and do that. Like, yeah, come on. You want to break my heart? Oh, come on, let's go. That's what I want. You want to just be friends with me but do relationship stuff? Oh, come on, let's go. That is what I'm here for. Like, that is the vibe I'm giving, okay? And honestly, I don't understand. But, like, I don't know. I'm so weird, y'all, because it's like I'm either all in or I'm all out. It's like no in between. Like, you're going to know if I mess with you the hard way or if I'm just not interested because I make it that obvious. And for the most part, it's usually very easy for me to detach, except for this one particular situation that, you know, I was in recently. And it's just like I can honestly sit up here and say, like, and granted, you will not hear me say this often, like, but I can honestly sit up here and say, like, I got my heart broken, and I'm sounding all cheery and, you know, hip right now, but whenever I actually sit down and think about it, it's just like, damn, like, that really happened. Sitting back and looking at all the situations that I've been in, I've realized that one of the biggest problems here is me and my attachment style. Me in a relationship, I give, for the right person, I give literally everything. Like, I become so vulnerable, and for the right person, I'm like the submissive partner in my relationships. Because I'm such a dominant person outside of my relationship, so when I'm with someone, I would prefer to be the submissive person, right? So I have noticed that whenever I get with someone who I feel is a good person for me to submit to, I latch on to that. And I latch on to the feeling that they give me in certain, like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like an all the time thing, but I need to do my makeup. It doesn't even have to be like an all the time thing, but if you make me feel good, what is it, like 85-90% of the time, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna overlook the other 10 to 15% that I don't feel too good. That's just me. I'm not saying this right. Some of y'all can probably relate, some of y'all are probably going to disagree. I get so attached, and because I want to give this person like all of my love and all the love that I feel like they deserve, in the process I forget to love myself inside and outside of the relationship, because all of my love is being given away. And you know, that really sucks for me, and people who are like me, like, that sucks for us, because some people take advantage of that, and some people really just don't even care, and it can be very, you know, hurtful to feel like you're being taken advantage of. Like, no one wants to feel that way, and I can't sit up here and say like I blame you for not feeling that way, because I too do not like being taken advantage of. But there are some people out there who feed on, you know, things like that, but because we're so giving naturally, we latch on, because natural givers usually latch on to natural takers. That's just how it works. So I personally, me in relationships, I always say, oh, I don't require a lot of attention. But in actuality, I do. And now I'm finally saying it, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like something is wrong with that, I really don't care because that's just who I am. I remember an ex of mine, we started to have issues in a relationship because, number one, we weren't communicating as often as I felt we should, and, you know, to the point where it was effective, positively effective for our relationship. And also in the beginning, he was so, like, I hate to say it like this, but he was so, you know, thirsty over me and would always want to see pictures of me. Yeah, it could just be like little selfies and stuff, and I love that. But then it got to a point where, you know, I would just send pictures out the blue, and I remember one time he told me, oh, you look nice, or you look good. And these were like some pictures, I took my time taking these, okay? Because he was working offshore and whatnot, so, you know, I wanted to just send something nice, like, hey, you know, miss you, whatever, thinking about you, yada, yada, yada. And when he said that, I was just like, I look nice. Like, and I even told him about that before, like, you don't even, like, ask for pictures of me anymore. Like, you don't act thirsty over me. And as a woman, I don't even feel like guilty for feeling this way, but I feel like as a woman, you know, we need to sometimes feel desired and wanted by our partners. And so that was a big issue for me, and I didn't like that. So yeah, needless to say, that caused a lot of issues. But I don't want to seem like I'm coming off needy, like I need you by my side all day, every day. Now, granted, this may be a little toxic, but whenever I do have like strong feelings for someone, like I will come sit on your lap when you're on the toilet. Like, I like you that much. I will come sit in the bathroom while you're on the toilet and sit on your lap. Because we can be together. Like, that's how clingy I can be. However, I do realize that it's unhealthy, so I don't do things like that. But it's nothing wrong with having the desire to do something of that nature. Some people aren't necessarily receptive of that, which is why it is important to know the love languages of your partner, and most importantly of yourself. Because my top 3, in no particular order, but my top 3 are physical touch, acts of service, and words of affirmation. So if I like you, love you, I want you to touch me. I want to touch you. And usually I'm not an affectionate person. However, whenever I really have strong feelings for someone and they open up that door for me to be that affectionate person, I'm going to be just that. It's been more times than none that I have been the person who's the unaffectionate one. But it's been a few times where I've been, oh, touchy-feely, I want to rub on you, touch your head, rub on your back, hold your hand. And that's another thing too. I'm not with PDA, but for some people, I am. Me and one of my best friends were talking the other day, and we had a conversation about like being affectionate and how who shows you affection as a child shapes who you show affection to as an adult. So for instance, personally, I'm more affectionate with women than I am with men. With men, I like pinch and I punch, but that's just my method of flirting. That's just me. That's what I call it. So with women, I'm into, the PDA, the holding hands, the kissing in public, the, cuddling up, the sleeping, all on top of them, stuff like that. But that's because I did not have my biological father in my life. My grandfather, he was a Marine, so he wasn't, very affectionate. I had 2 brothers who, were brothers, and they would tease and pinch poke, all stuff like that. I had a stepdad who I wasn't close to. So I had no close male figure to me who I was able to like show love and affection to. But I had my mother who was very affectionate towards me as a child, and also my grandmother. That I feel has shaped my my being more affectionate towards women, because that's what I was given when I was growing up. Let me know if that makes sense. It's definitely weird like how different it is when it comes to the sexes. People think that, if you're bisexual, you like both men and women equally, but I don't think there's necessarily a percent to like be going by as no book. It's just you like both, that's it. However, I can say that I like women more than I like men. I have to realize that, getting back to my point, pouring into other people who are not pouring into me just as much is one of my unhealthy traits. I sometimes, literally, I feel like I need to love the shit out of somebody. I need to love the hurt out of you. I need to love the hate out of you. I need to love the childhood trauma out of you. But nobody has ever tried to do that for me. I've always been that person for other people. But now I've come to the conclusion that I need to stop that, because I'm trying to pour into these people, these men, these women, but it's very seldom that I'm getting the same thing in return. Like, I'm watering your grass, mine needs to be watered too though, because I'm turning brown over here. It's a little dry and crinkly, It's definitely not, I can't fault them for everything that has happened in a relationship, because of course I have played my parts as well. I do feel like a lot of my issues from my childhood and as an adult with being accepted and just wanting love, things like that have shaped me into the person that I am. Especially, people like to say too, like being the oldest child, you like give and give and give, and because it's like the the parental instinct in you. But I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, but I'm usually the caretaker for everybody, So I'm just used to being like that, but I'm sick of being like that in my relationships. I really am. You know, as a child, and I'm really not trying to use this as an excuse, but rather to get y'all to understand some things. I was teased a lot as a child. So from elementary to high school, it was, you know, black ass, fat ass, and ugly ass. That was the three things: black, ugly, and fat. I'll do a separate video on that. But anyway, so I was teased a lot. So of course, when you have 20 people, 10 to 20 people a day calling you ugly versus 1 or 2 telling you you're beautiful at home, who do you think you're going to believe? My mom definitely did try to, you know, make me see the beauty in myself, but because I was at school 6, 7, 8 hours a day and listening to that every single day, that was all I knew. So I definitely feel like now, even as an adult, like that has affected me because I've let people get away with so many I've let people get away with so many different things, like as far as what they've done to me, like, and y'all don't judge me, but I didn't went from 17 to like 24 talking to one person who has made, like, you know, babies on me, had girls wanting to, you know, like me and girls beefing with each other. Like, it was just a whole lot going on. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. But I put up with so much because I did not think like I deserved, you know, to have like any top-notch relationships and things like that, because I thought that was like the best I could get. Oh, he fine as hell and he want me? Shit, girl, I'm about to stick with that, you know. And that's really what it was. And so it's just me having to learn how to value myself, you know. It's the self-awareness for me. Like, it is the self-awareness, okay? So I have to learn how to value myself, because until then, literally nobody is going to value me. Nobody is going to see my worth until I start to see it on my own. And I need to be able to see myself inside and outside of a relationship, as well as you should. So if any of y'all are watching and y'all are having some similar problems, or, you know, it seems like you just can't get it right in your relationships, or you wondering like what is it that you've done, sweetie, take that time to heal. And just as much effort as you put into those relationships, start to put it into yourself. Find out who you are, what you love, and that way when anybody comes in, they can't stop the show or start it, because it's your show. They're just going to be a co-star in it, okay? Do not make anybody, and I'm talking to you and myself, do not make anyone else the star of the show, because it's your show, okay? They're just a guest. Whose name is popping up first in big letters? Yours, okay? It's yours, girl. So we need to start acting like the stars that we are, okay? Okay. And I'm not going to accept anything less out of you. You hear me? And I'm not playing, okay? Love yourself, girl, or nobody will, or boy, because men definitely have issues with relationships as well, and not feeling equal or, you know, deserving of things. It doesn't. Insecurity has no gender, has no race, has no age, because I guarantee there are people double my age who are still dealing with issues with insecurities and failed relationships. So for the remainder of 2020, what my plans are is to, number 1, prosper and stack this bread. And 2, get to know myself, love myself outside of what other people love about me. Because people can sit up here and tell me they love this, and that about me, but until I start to feel the same way and love myself, then those comments are just gonna go, those comments are just gonna go in one ear and out the other. Like, it's really not even gonna matter until you can actually appreciate and love yourself as the beautiful being you are by yourself, with no other influences, no other outside influences. You won't be happy in a relationship until then, because it will be then that you'll attract the person who is right for you. So if you're noticing you're attracting broken people, sis, bro, it means you're broken. So fix yourself, okay? Because what you are is what you attract. You notice that these celebrities, majority of the time, they're dating other celebrities or other people who have money. That's because you are what you attract. You are what you align yourself with. You attract what you allow. You attract what you align yourself with. So if I'm aligning myself with pain and cheating and suffering, then what do you think I'm going to get? If I'm always telling myself, oh, this is what I deserve, like this all I'm gonna get, I'll never find somebody who's gonna love me, then what do you think I'm gonna keep attracting? MFers who don't love me. So we have to realize that there's power in the tongue and that there's power in the brain, in the mind, I should say. There's power in both. So even though you may not verbalize things all the time, because you think it, that's what you're going to get. So start to tell yourself, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, and I know better. When you know better, you do better, okay? So let me finish this makeup real quick. I'm going to get this highlight contouring done, and then we'll be right back, okay? You know what? I also want to add this too. I see a lot of women who say things, and it could just be, like a little social media thing, but y'all will literally be like, oh, I'm tired of men. Y'all play too much. I'm tired of getting my heart broke. I'm going to females. Trust me, it don't work like that, because when I say I just got my heart broken like 12 hours ago, it was by a woman. Trust me, like, I feel like a dog is a dog, whether it be a man or a woman. And you know what? I don't even mean it like that. I'm not trying to call her a dog. But what I'm saying is, like, you can get played by any sex, any gender. It doesn't matter. A person is just going to be exactly who they are. If they're a loyal person who's meant to be there to treat you right, then that's what you're going to get. If not, then you're going to get another player, despite what the gender is. Like, so yeah, just a tip for y'all who think that dating women is somehow like easier. It's not. So I just wanted to tell y'all that. So for the fall, I like to have a more matte face. So I use the Morphe mattifying continuous setting mist. It's the one in the white counter. It's the one in a white bottle. Now we're gonna get to the lips. The lippy lip. Is it bezos, or does beso mean kiss or lips? Luscious lips. Luscious lips. So I'm going to use liquid lipsticks because in the fall I do prefer to wear a matte lip. Like, I just love a matte look. And the ombre. All products will be listed down below. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I'm definitely looking like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite by the lip. Like, my mustache is tick. Like, girl, wax that shit. I'm gonna just go ahead and put like some light curls in my hair. I'm using this wine curler here from Bedhead. TG? I believe this is a 1-inch barrel. If you have not seen a video on this hair, it is on my channel. It is y'all got makeup on my carpet. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I was about to have a little panic attack, but nothing a little awesome cleaner couldn't fix. So another thing I wanted to talk about regarding relationships is falling in love with potential. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not fall in love with someone's potential to love you. Take them, the person that they show you, take them as such, and then you decide if you want to deal with that or not. For instance, if you're a person who loves affection, but you're with a person who does not love affection, don't count on them to change. Even though there is a small possibility that they might more than likely they won't. And so do not fall in love with the idea that you can change them, or that eventually they'll give in and become the person that you want them to be, because it doesn't always work like that. And I'm trying to keep you from being set up for disappointment, okay? Because trust me, I've done this multiple times. This isn't anything new to me, so whenever I'm speaking about things like this, I'm speaking because I've done it, and I've done it multiple times. I've, been the girl who's waited. Oh, well, they don't want to be with me right now, but eventually I know they're going to want to be with me. Nah. Oh, well, they're just not affectionate, but I know eventually they'll get the point and they'll be affectionate to me. No, they won't, sis. Like, don't do that. Even men too. I keep saying sis, but whenever I speak about things like this, I say this knowing that both men and women have issues with relationships. So I'm speaking to both. Yeah. Don't fall in love with potential. Do not fall in love with the idea of changing a person, because I've done that as well. And we're adults. People are set in their ways for the most part. So whenever you're going into these situations, these relationships, thinking that you're gonna, oh my God. Whenever you're going into these situations and these relationships thinking that you're gonna be, changing this person and you're gonna go down as the MVP because you done turned a good boy to a bad boy. A bad boy to a good boy, or a bad girl into a good girl. Don't do that, because you're setting yourself up for failure. First of all, it's not your job to change anyone, just like it's not anyone's job to change you. It's everyone's responsibility to heal on their own. If you're going into a situation or a relationship looking for your partner or your spouse to help heal you, you're already going into it in the wrong way, because that's not his or her job. Okay, you have to heal yourself, fix whatever is broken inside of you on your own, and then that's when you find your other half. And speaking of other half, something I just wanted to briefly touch on. A lot of people say, a lot of people don't know the difference between like a soulmate, a twin flame, a karmic relationship. Okay, so now this is my interpretation. Y'all let me know how y'all take it down below. A soulmate can be within any type of relationship. A soulmate can be a business partner, a best friend, a classmate, whatever it may be. Your soulmate can be anybody, right? So we don't just have soulmates in love. It could be both platonic, beneficial relationships. No matter what it is, it can be any. The twin flame is two people who have split into two different beings. You have a masculine and a feminine. So the masculine and the feminine are not determined by sex or gender. So some people have a more masculine side, some people have a more feminine side. And that could be, again, with both men and women. It doesn't matter. Whenever you find your other half, this is literally your other half, because you're coming together as the two opposites of the pole, the masculine and the feminine. You're coming together and combining those two. That is your twin flame. Then you have karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are those that you constantly go through because it's something that has not been resolved in your past life. It's something that you either haven't learned a lesson. Oh, my nails look so ugly. A lesson that you need to learn here in the now, in this lifetime, or it's something that in the past your past self did not learn. So these relationships are here to teach you a lesson in order to help you grow, so that the more you grow, the closer you get to your twin flame. Just because you fall in love with Lil Ray Ray and Lil TJ and Lil Keisha and Risha, I don't mean to sound so terrible, and Tommy and Bobby and Lori, just because you fall in love with them does not mean that they're your twin flame. Just because you fall in love with somebody does not mean that they're the person you're supposed to be with, because we're going to have multiple loves in our lives. And that's what I want y'all to be okay with. Be okay with accepting more than one love. Because you find one person who gives you those butterfly feelings, and that's another thing too, but I ain't gonna get on that. But whenever you find that person who you feel like this is the one, it's not always gonna be the one. It could be the one for right now. Y'all could be together for 10 years, but that doesn't mean that y'all can be why can't I talk? Y'all can be together for 10 years, but that doesn't mean that that's the person that you're supposed to be with for eternity. Like, your soul is not meant to rest with this person, okay? So it doesn't matter. If it takes 10, 15, 20 years for you to learn a lesson, then that's just how long it takes. And I'm not going to sit up here and get spiritual with y'all, but I just want to let y'all know that, because there is a difference. I still kind of believe it. Call me crazy, but I definitely feel that, you know, I have found my person. Like, I really do believe it. And ironically, that's the person who I was talking about just broke my heart. But you know what? In these type of relationships, and, you know, twin flame relationships, you have a runner and a chaser. But at the same time, sometimes it's best in any relationship just to know when to let go. Because if anything is meant, it'll always come back to you. I just want y'all to know that. If you feel that you've missed your opportunity on love, or you can't find anyone, or everyone you find is this way, that way, and hurting you, this, that, and other, then just know that whatever is meant for you will be for you. Okay? It won't be any question about it. It might be some ups and downs, but like I said, if anything is meant for you, it's going to come back to you. If it's not, then look at yourself as you dodged the bullet, okay? If that person is meant to go and be in love with somebody else for the next couple of years, don't sit around and wait. Do your thing. Do your diddy bop, sis, bro. Do your thing. But don't sit and waste your time because you feel that someone is the one for you. Because if it's meant, it'll be meant. And it won't be any forcing it or, you know, anything like that. You can't fit a piece of a puzzle into the spot where it's not supposed to be. Boom. Now let me finish curling my hair. Y'all, isn't this color just like perfect for the fall? Yeah, baby. We missing lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and put those on. So today I'm gonna be using, of course, some lashes from my brand, which y'all can shop down below. I will leave the link down below. So so this is my brand, Black Label Beauty here, Black Label Lash Collection. All Instagram, website, Twitter, Facebook, everything will be linked down below, so make sure y'all check that out. These are my lashes here, and the style I'm going to be using today is called Lap of Luxury. This is, honestly, I say this about all the lashes. I have 5 styles, by the way, but I say this about all of them. But this, I can honestly say that this is really like my #1 lash style. Like, it's my favorite one. Yes. So make sure y'all shop Lap of Luxury today, and shop the other styles too, girl. Get all 5, okay? Get all 5. I'm not gonna stop you. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and put on my lashes, and we'll be right back. Okay, so y'all, we are back now. Lashes are on. Make sure you shop my brand, blacklabelbeauty.co. All information will be linked down below. That rhymed. Make sure y'all shop the lash line down below. And yeah, so I think this is probably like the end of this video. Make sure you check out the review for this hair that I have in currently. It's giving me like all kind of life right now. Like, I'm definitely here for it, okay? So yeah, I appreciate y'all for sticking with me with this journey of growth. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to watch. I know sometimes I ramble, but I feel like I connect with y'all more, and y'all are able to connect with me more whenever I do these talk through videos, because it's not just me sitting in front of a camera showing you how to do makeup or, you know, whatever it may be, but I do want to get to know y'all on a very personal level. I feel like that's what makes a good blogger or content creator, when they're able to be vulnerable and open and have that relationship with the viewers. So again, I appreciate y'all for watching. In case I haven't said it enough, make sure you love yourself, be true to your journey, make sure we are not settling, sister girl, sister boy, because no, going into 2021, like, it's all about self-love, self-care, as it should have been in 2020, but you know, we have some unexpected things going on this whole entire year. So make sure that these last 3 months of 2020, you are focusing on you and making sure that you are okay, because if you're not okay, you can't make anyone else okay. A dry well can't pour into, what's the saying? I don't know, but you know what I mean. You can't pour into someone else when you're dry. So let's focus on ourselves, building ourselves up, self-awareness, self-love, self-care. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, night, whatever it may be. I appreciate y'all for watching for the 10th time, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me know down below any questions, comments, concerns about anything that I have said throughout this video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.